This historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go. And to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but it did did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now Manning on the bootleg. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Manning to throw. Dancing to his left. Space to run past the 20.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Manning. It's caught. This is White. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Play action. Manning. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Dolphins will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Manning now on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff here to his running back. couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Panther football to start quarter number 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down past the 30. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Back to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 7 yards the pickup there. Second down and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Panthers are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball, so maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put them in the lead.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out.
A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Here we go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. Bulldoze it, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P.A.'s here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Now Young Wei Koo for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Manning. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Throw left side complete. That's White. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time, spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting his way through contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this.
Job shifting right, finding his target. And all inside the 15 before they drop it.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have to find routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. He ended up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Panthers have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Manning now to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to run now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Manning going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That caught by Trimble. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will get to be off target and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On the move to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to blow his way in for the Panthers score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the fourth. A pivotal moment in this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Manning. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Manning. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So the Dolphins now down by 7. At time, a huge factor. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down. On play action, now Manning. Over the middle complete. It's Carson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now still down one. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A game-winning field goal will be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Younghoe Koo fixated on the kicker. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.